Wow, thank goodness I read that book. Now I'm done with the adventure and I can finally go home to my wife and children. It sure was a good one though, and if you missed this adventure, you are one really sad putz. Anyways, let's get back to what we were talking about. What were we talking about?
GTA.
Right! Yes, so what I've been thinking of is first of all, I was gonna get like a disc-only copy of GTA off of eBay, and then what I can do is, so at Goodwill they have just a ton of sports games for
sports ball,
various different systems, all priced very cheap because no one wants them anymore. Because there's almost no reason to go backwards in Madden, you know?
Yeah.
Pretty much each game replaces itself. And, yeah, so what I'm thinking of doing, if I can find two of the same game there, I can just buy them both for like super cheap, and then just sell one of them, and like I can harvest it for its shell, and just take out the paper and then put in my own paper, which honestly might be cheaper than buying a whole new copy of, like, a whole new box for Vice City.
See, the funniest takeaway from that is I love how, like, you're like, oh, well, I opened it up and it's a completely different game, but that's alright. And then you're like, oh, and this guy, he put a bunch of cheat codes in there. I was like, but Eric, are those cheat codes for San Andreas or for Vice City?
That's why I'm so confused. Like, how do you mess this up? Like, what, did he change his mind at the last minute? He's like, I know what I'll do.
This'll really screw him over.
I'll steal it.
No one will ever know! That was right.
Actually, there was a sign at Goodwill I was reading where it's talking about, like, yeah, swapping around, like, DVD cases and price stickers to get a better deal is a very, very big no-no there, and they treat it as, like, shoplifting, and I'm like, huh, isn't that interesting? I did that once, not to get a better deal, purely because I wanted a box that wasn't broken.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted the game, but I also wanted a box that was intact, so I found a game that was the same price, went to the back, and just swapped the cases around, and they didn't seem to notice.
Well, I think I told you...
And I'm like, you know, that's not that big a deal in my opinion, like...
alright. I can see why they say that.
Oh yeah, if someone swaps around, like... Well, that's why a lot of the more expensive games are in the case.
Yeah.
They're in, like, they're in the glass case. There goes Mike.
Glass shot. For you fat kid. You stay out of that dark water. That deep dark water. But no, I think I told you, I did that once too, at a garage sale.
Oh yes, I remember.
What's it called? I've been a huge fan of the Uncharted games for a long time, but funny enough, I've never owned the first two. I've played through both of them. Well, at least I know that I played through the second one because I rented that from the library. The first one, I think I might have just watched through my friend playing through it. But I own 3, just not 1 and 2. And so, you know, I saw they had a bundle at a garage sale, but for some reason they had switched one of the games with what's it called? Ratchet and Clank, and not the good one. and like
he's like the bad.
He's like the bad Ratchet and Clank. But no, and so you know, I was like, oh well, I'm just gonna switch those back, because here's the thing, they were gonna charge, you know, extra for the other game when they're supposed to be together, and like, because that's the whole thing of the bundle pack. And so I was like, we're just gonna take you out and put you in, and
exactly.
No one has to know the wiser.
I'll steal it. No one will ever know.
But
yeah, that's our thievery stories.
Have you ever? I was gonna say thieved something. Have you ever stolen something?
Closest thing I can think of is like back in kindergarten. I went hard in kindergarten. But yeah, the closest thing I can think of is like back in kindergarten, there was like dragon. There's a little plastic dragon at the kindergarten class that I would like tonight, so I put it in my pocket and walked out with it. And no, it's still in this house somewhere. Like I don't know where it is, but it's around.
I remember. I remember I did that with. There was like. So they had like a. It was either a book fair or I rented it from the library, and I got something, and I got like this really cool dinosaur book, and I just never brought it back, and I still have it. So,
I almost did that with with a library book. It was actually a Bakugan book, and it was in my house like so long. They were like, just buy it off of us. I'm like, no, it's yours now. Take it back. But yeah.
Then again, I did the same thing recently with a college book, and they want to charge me $100. Like, oh, ain't gonna happen.
So what? You stole it? Let's see. Anyone like this? Here, Kelso, you try the fried cobra. Oh, I guess Kelso does like it. Ooh, Derek likes this.
Proposition: I shall take the goods and not give you the money for them.
I'll pay you on 8th day for the book today. But when's 8th day? You'll find out when it comes.
It never came.
It never came.
And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming,
and they can't stop coming, and we're stopping now.
Oh,
but yeah.
I had something else to say. And it just poofed again.
It stopped coming.
I gotta write these things down.
You really do.
Alright. Got any topics? Because I have something, but it's gonna take an entire episode.
Okay, well, I got a little something.
Okay.
So, recently, Nintendo put out... So, I wanted to talk about this last time, but just didn't get a chance to. Yeah. So, Nintendo has, put out another... Not another Fire Emblem character. They put out the latest Smash Bros. Character, Kazuya, for Tekken. Yeah. For Smash Bros. Which, I'm fine with Kazuya. Honestly, this Fighters Pass has been treating me so well that I'm like, you know what? I'll let them... They can have... this one's... This is fine. This is okay. Well, people seem to be fine with Kazuya. So yeah, and it's the Mii Fighter costume, which hurt me this time. I think I talked to you about this. I don't know if I talked about this on the show. And yeah, so we got Dante from Devil May Cry. We got Lloyd from some SNES game. I don't remember the name. Literally, that's how it's spelled. There's someone else. Oh, there's the guy from Skyrim, the Dragonborn.
You know, the one.
The one. The main character guy.
Yeah.
And then they decided to hurt me specifically. They put in Shantae as a Mii fighter. So I'm like,
right, the Shantae for the Smash.
See, it's like I don't want to be mad because I've gone on record saying like, yeah, I'd be fine with this, and I feel like that's more just a coping mechanism,
I mean,
where it's like, yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah, this makes sense, and now that it's here, I'm like, it kind of hurts because I was really gunning for her.
See, here's the
Although
thing.
in all oh, sorry.
Oh no, you go.
So in all fairness, I think I was talking to Mike and Chris about this recently, where after Kazuya, there is absolutely no way they were gonna make Shantae the final character in the Fighters Pass, because Sakurai is going on record saying that this is the last wave of DLC. After this, they're done with Smash Ultimate.
Oh, really?
Yes, this is it. So there is literally one more character left, and I'm like, yeah, there would be a lot of disappointed people if it was just Shantae as the last one to close out. I'm like, no, there would be a lot of disappointed people.
I don't know. With all the, I guess because Shantae's not as well known. I mean, as like. Well, granted, recently,
here's the thing,
some of the picks have been kind of head scratchers, but...
Well, like who?
Well, like, Like Terry Bogard.
Okay, yeah,
Well, isn't that game supposed to be like big in Japan or something?
It's big in South America, apparently. I've heard the Neo Geo was big in South America, but yes, the Oop, hang on, gotta heal up Chris. Oop, no, not MP. Not MP.
Also, I know I've griped about it before. Did we need Piranha Plant?
Honestly, I'm okay with Piranha Plant.
I'm fine with Piranha Plant, but it's like,
I like Piranha
was
Plant.
this necessary?
No.
There were other characters you could like. Did we need another Mario character in general?
That's rich coming from you.
I know what you mean.
Oh, I think you do, Joey.
I mean, okay, at least Rosalina, at least, like...
Wait, what?
Oh, right, Waluigi.
Yeah!
Well, hey, that's...
Yes.
I'll take Waluigi over any of them.
Yeah, I know you would.
Well, maybe not my waifu, but, you know.
Honestly, like, okay, that's the thing. I feel like there's very few characters that could close this out, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I was sure Shantae's not gonna be there.
Waluigi would have been perfect.
Oh, that's one of my ones I'm thinking of. It's like Waluigi would be like the exact perfect character to close this out on.
Oh, have they not announced this?
No, we don't know who it is. Kazuya is second to
I
last.
swear to God, if it's not Waluigi,
It's probably not.
I will march to Sakurai's doorstep.
But no, please let the man rest. He's deserved a rest. But yeah, like, man, the Waluigi would be absolutely perfect because he's literally the last. Everyone's already saying like, yeah, he's deconfirmed. He's an assist trophy.
Calling you out, I'm calling you out, Sakurai.
What were you about to
I was
say?
gonna say Nightmare Dragon Gaming.
Why are we calling ourselves?
I'm calling us out, Eric.
Why? What did we do?
Nightmare Dragon Gaming canceled. We're canceling ourselves. That way, we're immune. No one can cancel.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I'm just not right.
No,
either.
not at all.
But
yeah, and the other ones I'm thinking of, like Master Chief would be really cool. I doubt he's gonna happen, but that would be a really big one.
Yeah.
And Crash Bandicoot.
Oh yeah, I'd be up for Crash.
What if it's fucking Bubsy? I'd actually be kind of okay with that. See, again, I say that, but like if it actually happened, I'd be like,
is that Bubsy the cat?
Bubsy Bobcat, yeah.
Yeah, that's Microsoft's, right?
No, it was Accolade.
Accolade, okay.
Some other random ass company.
Oh, I'm thinking of Blinks.
You are. No, I got it. Gex.
Yes. Yes. I would so be down for Gex. I think I told you I had, at least it might have been a demo, but I had some variety.
It's a different variety of Gex.
Some form of Gex back in the day. And I just remember that, like, even as a kid, I was like, wow, this is just Who Framed Roger Rabbit but bad. Except not. Like, I just remember, like, the cover was him, and then, like, the live action, his
human girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like in Sonic 06, when Sonic kissed just a female woman, like a full woman. It's like, huh, not sure how I feel about that.
Is there other forms of...
Yeah, it's fair.
But,
in this day and age... Am I wrong?
Just silence after that.
That's fair. We really are gonna cancel ourselves.
Like I said, if we do it to ourselves, then you know,
we're unstoppable, just like Kevin James.
Oh.
How could you, Joe?
Well,
you failed me.
No.
You ever think about how, like, you know, Palpatine has all these things going for him, but then he just keeps losing because he electrocutes himself in each trilogy?
And that thought.
That's all the time we have for today, folks.
What a note to end on.